A strange signal leads him into a frozen place no one visits. The direction keeps changing, even when he stands still. Someone was here before him, and they left everything behind. The ice is glowing from inside like it is alive. The scan finds something that should not exist. Something is moving beneath the frozen surface. The radio repeats broken patterns like a signal stuck in time. The message does not match any human language. The wall feels closer than it should be. The ground reacts to something beneath it. The ice continues below the surface. Something is watching from below. The ground is not stable anymore. Something is trying to reach the surface. He realizes staying is not an option. He locks himself away from the storm. The signal grows stronger inside the tent. The wind disappears completely. Something is standing right outside. The tent can no longer protect him. He escapes just before it opens. The wall becomes his only direction. The wall has no visible end. The wall reacts to human touch. The ice is structured like a machine. Something enormous is trapped behind it. The wall begins to respond to him. The structure is changing shape. The sound is inside his head now. Something is watching him back. The wall is opening. There is something beyond the ice. Something is approaching him. The signal is no longer random. It is not alone. The ground begins breaking apart. He loses control of balance and direction. The first being steps into his world. The light overwhelms everything. It is fully here now. Everything becomes silent at once. Its shape does not follow human rules. The message begins to translate itself. The system is still active. More beings are behind it. The sky begins to fracture. The world feels enclosed. Reality begins to destabilize. It surrounds the entire world. The containment system is unlocking everywhere. They are not invading. They are escaping. Something is coordinating everything. It is aware of him now. He is being tracked. The surface is mapped. Everything is connected. The system is collapsing. Something was hidden beneath everything. The ice was only a cover. The message becomes understandable. It is responding to the system awakening. The sky is not natural. Direction returns, but means something new. They organize like an awakening system. He is now inside the system. The last restraints are gone. One message remains across everything. It is looking beyond Earth now. More exits are opening everywhere. The world stabilizes into a new state. They leave the surface behind. The sky was only a layer. The terrain is rewritten. The wall no longer exists. It acknowledges him one last time. The system fully unlocks around him. The sky becomes a passage. Everything moves upward. His records begin to change meaning. Nothing can close again. The noise finally ends. It was always a containment system. Nothing stays solid anymore. They leave the planet. Silence becomes normal. The message returns. It finally translates. The system stabilizes. They become part of it. The wall was never real. There is no edge left. The signal ends. The system sleeps again. Nothing blocks the world anymore. He records everything. Everything quiets. They leave completely. The storm never returns. Something still remains. There is no boundary left. The world feels rebuilt, but not human anymore. Even the ground still remembers what happened. The surface reacts like it is alive under him. Something is still activating far away. The system was not finished. Even broken pieces are still active. It responds instantly to him. The world is organizing around him again. Something is rebuilding itself around his presence. The structure is forming again. He realizes he is inside it again. The sky is not free. The system recognizes him again. The record is still being written. The boundary is gone, but the system remains. It is repeating the cycle. It never ended. He chooses to understand it instead of escaping. The system waits for recognition, and the system finally remembers him.